Hi guys. So in the last lecture we were at the modern art and we have just started the modern art and architecture. Okay, now with the advent of Buddhism and Jainism, which were part of the Shramana tradition, basically Shramana tradition is like I have studied it now only. So it is basically a movement of Indian religion. It is basically an ancient Indian movement. Okay, which gave rise to some of the religious ठीक है religions like Buddhism, Jainism and other religions. ठीक है. Now the religious and social scenario of the Gangetic Valley begins to undergo change. Now, as both the religious religions were opposed to the Varna and Jati system of the Vedic age, they gained patronage of the Kshatriya rulers who had grown weary of Brahmanical supremacy. So these both the religions like Buddhism and Jainism are basically opposing the Varna and Jati system which is coming from the Vedic age. Okay, and they gained the patronage of the Kshatriya rulers who had grown weary of Brahmanical supremacy. As the Mauryans established their power, a clear demarcation can be seen of architecture and sculpture developed under state patronage and those that were developed by individual initiatives. देखो बेसिकली जो पैट्रोनेज से निकले उनमें और जो इंडिविजुअल इनिशिएटिव से बने उनमें तो देयर इज अ ग्रेट डिफरेंस देखा जा सकता है ठीक है तो मॉडर्न आर्ट thus can be classified uh, as like court art which is court initiatives and the popular means individual initiative. So basically modern art is defined as the court art and the popular art. So basically individual. So court art means like big structures ठीक है उसमें आपके पास पूरी की पूरी एक मशीनरी इन्वॉल्व थी ठीक है तो इट इट दे मेक्स लाइक सम पैलेसेस बिकॉज एक सिंगल पर्सन का काम नहीं है पैलेस बनाना पैलेसेस हो गए पिलर्स हो गए स्तूपास हो गए ना and where popular act comes with the caves the potteries ठीक है so we'll see them in the later part now coming to the court art the Mauryan rulers commissioned a large number of architectural works ठीक है for the political as well as religious reasons so large number of architectural work इसके लिए political के लिए और religious reasons की वजह से these works are referred to as the court acts तो मतलब बहुत सारा जो कम देखो कुछ बहुत सारा मीन बेसिकली कुछ अगर हमने बनाया एक बिल्डिंग उसको आर्किटेक्चरल वर्क बोला और इसका यूज़ हम 2 बिल्डिंग्स या 5 बिल्डिंग्स बनाई और इसका यूज़ हम सिर्फ फॉर एग्जांपल इन 2 का यूज़ हम पॉलिटिकल के लिए कर रहे हैं, पॉलिटिकल पर्पज़ के लिए एंड सेकंड वन इज़ लाइक रिलीजियस पर्पज़ के लिए वेदर इट्स अ स्कूल, रिलीजियस स्कूल, अ मॉस्क, टेंपल एटसेट्रा जो भी था, ठीक है? तो उसको बोल दिया हमने कोर्ट आर्ट, ठीक है? नाउ पैलेसेस, द मौर्यन एम्पायर was the first powerful empire to come to power in India. Okay. Now, the capital at Patliputra and the archaeological sites at Kumrahar and the Bulandi Bagh near Patliputra, Patna yani, were excavated. So, देखो uh, splendor of the modern empire. तो बेसिकली ये पाटलिपुत्र के पास यानी कि जो बिहार की राजधानी पटना है वहाँ एंड द कुम्भलहार तो जो कुम्भलहार प्लेस है वहाँ बुलंदी बाग इसके नियर जो एक्सकेवेट किया गया और वहीं से हमें पता लगता है कुछ स्प्लेंडेड मौर्यन एम्पायर के बारे में द एक्सकेवेटेड पाटलिपुत्र कैपिटल शोज ग्रीक इन्फ्लुएंस इन द इंडियन आर्ट सो बेसिकली अगर आप देखो जो प्लेसेस हैं कोर्ट आर्ट के अंदर जो पैलेस बने हैं, तो बेसिकली ग्रीक इन्फ्लुएंस है इसमें थोड़ा थोड़ा सा, ठीक है। एक्चुअली ग्रीक इन्फ्लुएंस की कुछ डिज़ाइन ऐसा है जो ग्रीक से मैच खा रहा है, ठीक है, ग्रीक डिज़ाइन से आर्किटेक्चर से। At Kumrahar, the remains of a place have been excavated. The palace of the Chandragupta Maurya was inspired by the Achaemenid places of Persepolis of Iran. So, मतलब बेसिकली कुछ उनके जिस चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य का जो पैलेस था दैट इज फ्रॉम इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द और इंस्पायर्ड बाय द ईरानीज, ठीक है, ईरानियंस, ठीक है। वुड हैज वाज द प्रिंसिपल बिल्डिंग मटेरियल, ठीक है। Megasthenes describes the palace as one of the greatest creation of mankind, ठीक है। Similarly, Ashoka's palace at Kumrahar was a massive structure. It has a high central pillar and was a three-story wooden structure. The palace walls were decorated with carvings and sculptures. So, Chandragupta has palace has Iran influence, inspired by Iran, ठीक है। Pillars. During the reign of Ashoka, the inscriptions on pillars as a symbol of the state or to commemorate battle victories assume great significance. तो जब अशोक थे, अशोक, ठीक है, तो उनके जो पिलर्स होते थे, पिलर्स के ऊपर ऐसी ऐसी चित्रकारी या इंस्क्रिप्ट कर दिया जाए कि जैसे बैटल में कोई जीत के आया है, तो उस समय की एक पिक्चर था कि वो एक सिग्निफिकेंस बना रहे कि हम, ऐसा होता है ना कि व्हेन वी वॉन समथिंग वी गॉट सम प्राइज, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल हमने एक साइंस कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट लिया एंड वी गॉट अ मेडल फॉर दैट, और हम उस मेडल को घर लेके आते हैं, हम उसको ऐसी जगह रखते हैं जब सभी देख सकें, ठीक है। तो दैट इज आवर विक्ट्री साइन, है ना। सो दैट हैज अ सिग्निफिकेंस। सो सेम अशोका क्या करता था, मेडल्स तो थे नहीं, अशोका what they do is somehow they will inscript something on the pillars to get those things to be remembered in the future, okay. He also is pillars to propagate imperial ceremonies as well, okay. On the average of 40 feet height, the pillars were usually made of Chunar sandstone and comprise of shaft and capital. So you can see here basic structure of Ashoka's pillar. uh, this is what shaft, ठीक है, similar, this is what capital, and we'll see what is this abacus. Now, the excavation of the line capital of Ashoka was done by the F4 Oriental in 1904 and 5. A long shaft formed the base, this one, and was made up of a single piece of stone or monolith. Means basically एक single piece of के stone से बनी थी ये चीज। Monolithic मतलब बस single piece ना, single material का piece. On top of it, the lay of capital, है ना, which was either lotus shaped or bell shaped, ठीक है। The bell-shaped capital were influenced by the Iranian pillars, as was the highly polished and lustrous finish of the pillars. Above it, there was a circular or rectangular base, so known as the abacus, on which an animal figure is placed. So basically, this is your abacus, ठीक है, circular or rectangular, ठीक है। Lauriya Nathan Nandangarh, a pillar in western Champaran district of Bihar, and Sarnath pillar near Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh temple, ठीक है, Uttar Pradesh, sorry. So these are some of the examples of pillars. National emblem. The abacus and the animal part of the Sarnath pillar forms the official national emblem of India. ठीक है. So the animal part and the abacus has become the official national emblem of India, and it was adopted as the same as 26 January 1950. Okay, so national emblem. So abacus. eh, okay, 26 Jan 1915. The abacus of the Sarnath pillar. Four animals are shown representing four directions: a galloping horse in the west, an elephant in the east, a bull in the south, and a lion in the north. The animals seems to follow each other, turning the wheel of existence till eternity. The elephant depicts the dream of Queen Maya, where a white elephant enters her womb. The bull depicts the zodiac sign of Taurus, the month in which Buddha was born. The horse represents the horse Gandhaka, the which Buddha is said to have used for living his princely life. The lion shows the attainment of enlightenment. In the national emblem of India, the word Satyamev Jayate from Mukund Upanishad. So Satyamev Jayate. It is from the Mundaka. अच्छा मुकुंद नहीं है ये मुंडाका Upanishad, meaning truth alone triumphs. Truth alone triumphs are inscribed below the hibiscus in Devanagari. Inscribed. Okay. The capital is crowned by the wheel of law, Dharmachakra. Okay. The four lions symbolized Buddha spreading Dharma in all the directions. It was built in the commemorations of the first sermon by Buddha known as the Dhamma Pravartana. Okay. Stupa was burial mounds. Okay. In the India from the Vedic period, it was a conventional representation of the funeral uh, cumulus in which relics and ashes of the dead were kept. ठीक है? During the period of Ashoka, the art of stupa reaches its climax. Almost 80,000 stupas were erected during his period. Although a Vedic tradition, stupas were popularized by Buddhists. After the death of Buddha, the nine stupas were erected. Eight of them had the relics of Buddha at their Medhi, while the ninth. So there was how much? Eight of them. So nine na. So eight of them has its relics of Buddha, and ninth had the pot in which the relics were originally kept. Okay, various parts of stupa, if you can see here. Let us just search what is it exactly is. Okay, it is somehow like this. Okay, it is somehow like a tomb structure, like you can see this now. Tomb like a structure, इसमें कुछ रख सकते हैं बेसिकली हम. It is somehow like that. Torana, West Torana, East Torana, double stairways to get up. Passageway भी है बीच में. Harmika and Yasti and this is Chatrans. ठीक है, okay, got it. The core of the stupa was made of unburnt brick, while the outer surface was made by using the burnt bricks, which were then covered with a thick layer of plaster. The Medi and the Toran was decorated by wooden sculptures. Devotees walk around the Pradakshina path or open ambulatory passage as a token of worship. So basically, उनके जो ashes रखे जाएंगे या फिर relics रखे जाएंगे, and you have to walk like you have to do the pradakshina है ना out this or this passage which ये बीच में है, ठीक है. Okay. सांची स्तूपा is a recent districts of मध्य प्रदेश में है, is the most famous of the अशोक most सांची स्तूप सांची स्तूपा, ठीक है, most famous of the Ashoka स्तूपा, ठीक है, and the पिप्रहवा पिप्रहवा स्तूपा is the oldest. This is in Uttar Pradesh itself. Dur Kothar, Madhya Pradesh is another location known for its Buddhist stupas and credited to the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka. अच्छा, ठीक है. The six-line Brahmi inscription on the Dev Kothar pillar is believed to be the earliest evidence of historic Buddha. The location of the nine stupas built after the death of Buddha are this is Rajagiriya, Vaishali, Kapilvastu, Alakkappa, Ramgarh, जो भी places हैं ये, ठीक है. Ayakka pillar, one of the five pillars usually erected on the four cardinal directions of Buddha stupa. It is a prominent feature of Buddhist stupa at Amravati in present-day Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Kanaganhalli. So it is an important Buddhist site situated in the Kalaburgi districts of Karnataka on the left bank of the river Bhima. So Kanaganhalli, important Buddhist site on the banks इनकी left bank. The impact of the Amravati School of Art is reflected on sculpture and architecture from this. Portrait slab sculpture relief of modern Emperor Ashoka with inscription Ashoka written by Brahmi is found here. Script was Brahmi. The remains of Mahastupa have also excavated to this time. This remains of excavation site can be dated between the first century. Okay. So Ashoka pillars and this Iranian pillars yani ki Achaemenid. So composition is there the shaft. Let us just dig into that. The composition is that the shaft of the Ashokan pillar were monolithic. Okay, the shaft is like this structure, मतलब ये जो शेर के नीचे वाला स्ट्रक्चर था दैट इज द शाफ्ट ये वाला. सो इट इज मोनोलिथिक, बेसिकली सिंगल पीस के स्टोन से बनाई जाती थी, ठीक है. बट इरानियन स्ट्रक्चर में इट इज़ ऑफ वेरियस पीसेस लाइक सीमेंटेड टुगेदर. पहला पीस ये ज्वाइन कर दिया है सीमेंट का, दूसरा किसी आयरन का ज्वाइन कर दिया, तीसरा कोई जिंक मटेरियल, कोई चौथा मटेरियल, उससे एक शाफ्ट बनती थी. बट इन अशोका अ सिंपल बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर, ठीक है. मूविंग ऑन टू दिस लोकेशन, द अशोकन पिलर वर इंडिपेंडेंटली इरेक्टेड. सो मतलब इंडिपेंडेंट बेसिस पे इरेक्ट हुए हैं, मतलब कहीं भी बना दिए बेसिकली. एंड द Iranian pillar were generally attached to state buildings. मतलब some of the important places पे ही सिर्फ है ना. Okay, let me just see how much time. Okay, we have time. Okay, तो हम थे पॉपुलर एक्ट. पॉपुलर मीन्स क्या, अभी हमने देखा था. पॉपुलर मीन्स होता है कि जो इंडिविजुअली बनाए गए हों, ठीक है. लाइक किसी एक जैसे एक होता है कि एक होता है कि एक राजा था, उसने 50-100 बंदे लगा दिए। एक ग्रुप है जिसमें 3 ही बंदे हैं या 4 ही बंदे हैं, उसने बनाया ग्रुप तो उसको पॉपुलर बोल दिया। तो मतलब रॉयल पैट्रोनज से बाहर की बात है, मतलब रॉयल मतलब एक रॉयलिटी होती है ना कि एक रॉयल बंदे ने काम किया, वो नहीं थे। दिस इज समथिंग लाइक इंडिविजुअल एफर्ट्स। Okay. Apart from the royal patronage, cave architecture, sculpture, and the pottery took an expression of the expressions of art by individual effort. These are grouped together as the popular forms of art and the architectures. ठीक है? Barabar caves. Okay. Popular art. This is somehow done individually. ठीक है? Individual efforts. Okay. These cave architecture की बात करें तो this period saw the emergence of rock cut cave architectures during the Mauryan Empire. These caves were generally used in viharas. What is this? Viharas. Like living quarters. उसको viharas बोल दिया. हाँ. Viharas is living quarters by the Jain and Buddhist monks. Jain and monks के द्वारा. Okay. While the early caves were used by the Ajivika sect later, they became popular as Buddhist monasteries. The caves during the modern empire were marked by a highly polished finish of the interior walls and the decorative gateways. एग्जाम्पल इसकी सबसे अच्छी एग्जाम्पल है बाराबर केव्स, लाइक एंड द नागार्जुनी केव्स. And these are famed these are formed during the time of Ashoka and his grandson Dashratha. Third, Nasik caves. So it is basically a group of 23 Buddhist caves, also known as the Pandav Leni or the Trirashmi Leni. Okay, under the Hinayan sector, Buddha's presence is indicated through the use of motifs and symbols like a throne or footprint, and later the idols of Buddha were also carved inside these caves. So cave number 3 in the नासिक में जो 23 caves हैं, uh, 23 caves, and the most important is cave number 3, known as Gautamiputra Vihara. Buddhist Sangha during the reign of Vashishthputra Pallavi. ठीक है. Modern polish. Highly furnished, glossy polish is an important feature of the modern art, architecture, and sculpture. Highly polished surface with extraordinary precision can be seen in all the works. Modern polish can be found in the Barabar caves. This. Okay. Modern polish can also be seen in the statuary like the Loharnipur torso, like the Kushan and Mauryan period. Okay, we're coming to the post-modern art. पोस्ट मॉडर्न आर्ट। एक्ट्स पढ़ने की इतनी आदत पड़ चुकी है कि अब एक्ट्स ही याद आते हैं, आर्ट नहीं आता। ओके, डिक्लाइन ऑफ मौर्यन। मौर्यन एम्पायर का डिक्लाइन सेकेंड सेंचुरी बीसी। कुछ स्मॉल डायनेस्टीज हुई जैसे शुंगास, कन्वास, कुशनार, शकस, ठीक है, नॉर्थ में अभिरस, वेंकटास, जो भी ये है ना, वेस्टर्न इंडिया में प्रोमिनेंस गेन किया। So similarly, the religious scene saw the emergence of Brahmanical sectors such as the Shaivites, Vaishnavites, Shaktites. The art of the period started reflecting the changing socio-political scenario as well. The architecture in the form of rock-cut caves and stupas continued, with each dynasty introducing some unique feature of their own. Similarly, different schools of sculpture emerged, and the art of sculpture reaches its climax in the post. So basically क्या था? स्मॉल डायनेस्टीज जो थी वो राइजन हुई, ठीक है। तो रिलीजियस सीन में भी रिलीजियस सीन सॉ एमर्जेंस ब्राह्मणिकल सुप्रीमेसी, ठीक है। तो शिवाइट्स, वैष्णवाइट्स एंड शक्ताइट्स। So it is basically Shivites, Vaishnavites, and Shaktites. Shaktites, okay. The art of this period started reflecting the changing the socio-political scenario change हो गया. Rock-cut structure architecture in the form of rock-cut caves and stupas continued with each dynasty introducing some unique feature of their own. School of schools of sculptures emerged. ठीक है. Coming to the architecture in this period, rock-cut caves. The construction of rock-cut caves is continued in the modern period. However, this period saw the development of two types of rock caves. वो two type क्या थे rock caves, which is Chaitya and Vihara. While the viharas were residential halls, रहने के लिए residential halls, किसके लिए? बुद्धिस्ट एंड जैनिज्म, जैन लोगों के लिए, मॉन्क्स के लिए, जो हमने देखा अभी, and were developed during the type of modern empires. And the Chaitya halls are developed during this. Okay, एक second. While the viharas were residential halls for the Buddhists and Jain monks, and were developed during the time of modern empire, and the Chaitya halls were developed during this time. They were merely quadrangular chambers with flat roofs and were used as prayer halls. So basically prayer halls थे. The caves also had open courtyards and stone screen walls and to shield from rain. Okay, they are also decorated with human and animal figures, of course. Example देखेंगे हम. Udaygiri and Khandagiri caves, Odisha. So constructed under the Kalinga king. कलिंगा किंग, ठीक है, खाड़े वेला जो भी था ये, मॉडर्न डे भुवनेश्वर. The cave complex has both artificial and natural caves. They were possibly carved out as a residence of Janmark के लिए था. 18 caves हैं उदयगिरी में और 15 caves हैं खंडगिरी में. Okay. Udayagiri caves are famous for the Hathi Gumfa inscriptions. Udayagiri caves famous for the Hathi Gumfa inscriptions, which is carved out of Brahmi script. Script कौन सी? Brahmi script. Brahmi script. So BS लिख देंगे इसको. Rani. Okay, Rani Gumfa cave in Udayagiri is double-storied and has some beautiful sculptures. Other caves of Udayagiri included this Chota Hathi Gumfa, Manakupari. These are some of the caves. स्तूपस की बात करेंगे. Stupas became larger and more decorated in the most modern empire. Stone was increasingly used in the place of wooden. तो मतलब stone use किया जा रहा था इस टाइम पे. The Shunga dynasty introduced the idea of torans and beautiful decorated gateways to the stupas. The torans were intricately carved with figure and patterns, were evidence of Hellenistic influence. Example: Bharat Stupa, Madhya Pradesh has the Toran at Sanchi Stupa in Madhya Pradesh. ठीक है. Bharat Stupa was discovered by Sir Alexander in 1873. The major donor of the Bharat Stupa was the Vatsiputra. ठीक है. An epigraph of on the pillar of the gateway of the Bharat Stupa mentioned Sungam Raje, which may means during the rule of the Shungas or Shungas. Okay, Shugnas. Okay. On an inscription above a relief in Bharat mentions the Tikutiko Tikutiko Chakmo. It refers to the three-pointed wheel. The scene depicts seven elephants and one three-headed serpent. Seven elephant, three-headed serpent, and two lions. It indicates their devotion to the wheel of law. Okay, these are. We'll now moving to the Gupta, but before that, let us see that how much time we have. Okay, this is somehow okay. So this is basically what we have did till now is. So we have seen the Indian architecture basic definitions, the difference between the architecture and the stupa sculptures. We have gone into the Indian architecture, the features, the characteristics of Indian architecture, how it is Indian architecture is classified, Harappa, modern art, post-modern art, Gupta, and we have done the Harappa art, modern and post-modern art. Now हड़प्पा आर्किटेक्चर वी हैव सीन द वेरियस साइट्स उस टाइम पे क्या था, प्लानिंग उनकी, ड्रेनेज सिस्टम, सम ऑफ द सिटीज़ वी हैव गॉन थ्रू, कहाँ पे हैं वो आजकल, किस नदी के भी किनारे पे हैं वो. ना आर्किटेक्चर क्या था उस टाइम पे, सिटाडेल यानी कि जो ऊपर का एरिया सबसे टॉप पे लोअर सिटी होती थी, बैथ्स देखे हमने मोहनजोदाड़ो के, सम ऑफ द कल्चर्स देखे हमने. फिर नाउ ओके, देन मॉडर्न आर्ट पे आए, हमने उनका आर्ट देखा, हमने उनका आर्किटेक्चर देखा, बेसिकली कोर्ट आर्ट और कोर्ट पॉपुलर आर्ट मीन्स जो बेसिक जो किंग ने बनवाया या फिर रूलर ने बनाया, जो यानी कि जो फॉर एग्जांपल ये 100 बंदों ने बनाए तो ये इंडिविजुअल था किसी का. ठीक है, मीन्स दिस प्रॉपर सिस्टम, एक सिस्टम दोनों में था. बेसिकली क्या था कि ये एक रूलर के अंडर बने और ये किसी इंडिविजुअल संस्था के अंडर, या फिर कोई कोई भी मतलब मॉन्क्स ने बनाए या फिर किसी ने भी बनाए. हमने पैलेसेस देखे हमने. देन वी हैव सीन द नेशनल एम्बलम. ठीक है, जो भी शाफ्ट थी, फिर एबैकस था, कैपिटल था. फिर हमने डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ स्तूपा देखे, क्या होता था, एशेज और रिलिक्स के बारे में देखा. ठीक है, देन अशोका पिलर्स और ईरानियन पिलर्स के बीच में देखा हमने. कहाँ देखा अशोका के जो उस टाइम की जो बिल्डिंग से वो इन्फ्लुएंस कहाँ से, ग्रीक से कर रही थी. ठीक है, फिर हमने केव आर्किटेक्चर देखे इंडिविजुअल एफर्ट से जो बने थे, नासिक केव्स देखी हमने, मॉडर्न पॉलिश देखा, पोस्ट मॉडर्न आर्ट हमने, रॉक कट केव्स देखी हमने, उदयगिरी एंड खांडीगिरी केव्स देखी. Now we have also seen the stupas. Now we'll move next to the Gupta Age in the next lecture. Thank you very much.